Hello, everyone. Multiple news sources are covering Zelensky's offer extended to Putin to attempt another round of peace talks, this time to take place in Turkey. I don't know what he's hoping to achieve. We already know that Russia is determined to continue invading Ukraine regardless. Meanwhile, the onslaught of drones and missiles of various calibers have killed more civilians, including a child. I do agree with Zelensky in one respect that people that Putin normally sends to conduct negotiations lack the clout. Basically, from the totem pole standpoint, he sends people who make copies and bring coffee. And he knows it. He knows they do not have enough authorization to truly speak on his behalf and agree to anything. Which is why, so far, all they've been able to agree upon has been the exchange of prisoners and repatriation of the bodies of the dead. Meanwhile, there are some consequences for those who support Putin, although not for Putin himself. The organizers of a music festival in Italy have canceled a concert that was supposed to feature Russian conductor Valery Gergiev. It's actually a big buzz name. I know this guy's work as a conductor very well. I watched operas and ballets conducted by him as a child. As with many childhood favorites, musicians, artists, performers, actors, dancers, singers, it was a shock to me to discover that this man was a supporter of Putin. Childhood illusions and fondnesses do die hard. But he is a supporter. He has been an outspoken supporter of the invasion of Ukraine, has spoken dismissively about Ukrainian people and generally refused to condemn the atrocities committed by the Russian military in Ukraine. So, welcome to the consequences. The Royal Palace of Caserta had canceled the concert, which was supposed to be part of a larger music program. And this is not the first, nor I'm sure the last, performer to be boycotted by various countries. And I know some people are going to say, well, but why? Why can't we just focus on the arts? Why can't we set politics aside? Did this man set politics aside when he supported what is happening in Ukraine? Did he? Did he set politics aside when he continued parroting Putin's rhetoric in public, using his position and influence as a cultural leader? Did he? He didn't. I'm sorry. The culture of any country is part of the country itself. Artists can and should make decision where they stand. We have this happening now. We have the recent cancellation of Stephen Colbert's The Late Show. Why couldn't people set politics aside and not cancel shows where the hosts call them out on their bullshit? We've had writers, news anchors, journalists, and performers fired for what they said. Why can't politics be set aside then? This is just the same thing in reverse. You're going to speak for a tyrant? Don't expect people to like you. This is very bad news. So, Ukrainian parliament had just passed a bill that is weakening Ukraine's anti-corruption agencies, and the public is furious, and I do agree with the public. This is stupid, and I can't believe Zelensky had allowed this to happen. So, why is this bad? Corruption in Ukraine's government has been a huge sticking point when it comes to getting support to protect people of Ukraine against Russian invasion. Because the opponents of support for Ukraine always bring that up. But what about corruption? Like corruption doesn't exist in every single government or every single country in the world. Just, some more than others. However, aside from the fact that corruption alone is not an excuse to invade a country, but that aside. So, in addition to that, corruption has been a stumbling block in Ukraine's application for the EU and NATO membership. Because they have a score, right? Talking about corruption, economic development, human rights, all of that, every single aspect of a nation's life and existence is evaluated. So corruption has been big for Ukraine because that is what is being cited as the reason, as an excuse for not accepting Ukraine into any alliances. So, passing a bill that basically gives anti-corruption agencies less of an edge when fighting corruption is going to be a problem. And trying to say that, well, we don't have that big of a problem with that anyway, is not a good approach. And that was one of the first things delivered by Ukraine's new prime minister. That is really, really bad. And I am concerned about the reputational damage this is going to cause. So I'll be watching the story, and I'll hopefully bring more to you about this. More to come.